You mentioned before we jumped on this call, we had a quick chat, and you mentioned New Year's Eve. I think it was 2021. Tell us what happened
Yep.
that night.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just signed up to the program a week or two before then. I'd been going through all your materials, all your resources, learning, reading. So it was New Year's Eve. My wife had taken our kids out to a friend's house for a party. I didn't have the energy to do that, so I was home alone. I had a big glass of whiskey in my hand. I was drinking a lot, thinking that drinking would make me feel better at the end of the day, but I learned that that has a reverse effect.
How are you feeling at that time? Just like probably totally overwhelmed and depressed.
Yeah, depressed, certainly. So I was feeling really bad. And then I remember looking at my drink thinking, I don't even want this. I'm just drinking it because I was a drinker. And it kind of dawned on me that the changes that I need to make in order to change my health, starting with drinking. I won't say I went cold turkey, but I dramatically gave up drinking and noticed the differences right away. Felt so much better for it. So it was just, yeah, I had that moment of clarity. I realized that I needed to change my lifestyle, change my habits in order to change my health.
One of my favorite sayings, and I think you know this one, is if it's to be, it's up to me.
Yeah. And that was true. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, I had a whole lot of cards. I've got them here.
Yeah.
Um, all these cards with messages that
Oh
I would
yes, yes, I do remember
write
that.
to myself.
Hold that
So,
up for a second. Let's just have a look, just so people can see at home, or I'll read them out.
well,
Just what have you got?
so here's what we were just talking about.
If you want things to change, you need to change. Yeah,
Yeah.
powerful.
Um,
Be consistent, not perfect. The rewards will come. I even love it how you've numbered them. For the people who are listening on the
yeah.
podcast, Jock created these cards and they're quote cards, but you use them as reminders every single day, didn't you?
Yeah. So I really
Oh,
like this one.
I love this one. Don't stress about things that are not important. What's the worst that can happen? Your health is your priority. Oh,
Yeah. So I got about 50 of these, and this, I guess, relates back to my career in change management. So I was a communications manager. I was like the one who would write the message or come up with the message that would engage people in the need to change. So, I'm, I guess, a writer, and this was my strategy for change. Like I would read through all these cards two or three times a day until the messages sunk in that these are the changes you need to make. And I would keep reading them until they were implemented in my brain and I just knew what to do.